So, Anna Rohrbough, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm really excited to have you here. So, you are joining Sno-Isle Libraries Foundation board.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like a community service kind of piece.
Yeah.
What attracted you about that opportunity for community service?
What attracted me about being on the Sno-Isle board was the experience I had with the Sno-Isle Libraries during the TEDx series last year. And being a part of that from kind of the ground floor, being one of the first speakers and being coached, and then the journey through, being connected with the other speakers and the Sno-Isle Library as a whole. One of the things that transformed me during that whole process was the organization itself and how it was laid out from the top down. I'm a leadership coach and trainer, and so I tend to see that, go to that first and look at it. And my experience with Sno-Isle Libraries was transformational in that sense, because I could see what one organization that had strong leadership and hired people with servant hearts can do for an entire community.
Very often it seems that there are only two things the fighting of injustices create: blame and victims, and very little else. As a society, when we focus on the problems we face, we perpetuate the problems, which is not a solution. Let's consider what would happen if we left the past in the past where it was created and shifted that energy into the belief that we have the power now to live the life we want.
After being part of Sno-Isle Library TEDx, I set an intention. It was a quiet intention, but I set an intention. I want to get involved with Sno-Isle Libraries in some way. And then at one of the speaker reunions, Paul Pitkin said something about a board position, and I just knew that that was the way I was going to get involved.
So, I think that TEDx is often seen as transformational or an experience that is inspiring to the audience.
Yes.
But you were a speaker. So
Yeah.
talk a little bit about, you're talking about that, your experience there as a speaker. How was it transformational for you?
I completely agree. I think that the point of a TEDx series, or TED Talks in general, is to help shift a perspective, help people see something differently. And I didn't realize, I knew I was going to grow from it. That's what I do anyways, but I didn't know how much. And it really is, anytime you step out of your comfort zone, you're going to grow. So I knew that. It was more about the community of the connection with the entire organization and the speakers together. And I think anytime you share a traumatic event, even though this was a very positive traumatic event, it was a very traumatic event, meaning we had to be on, we had to be sure, we had to have it memorized, and that was a different system than when I spoke before. And we wanted to be relevant. We all want to be relevant. And it just challenges your beliefs about yourself. It challenges your fear factor and your faith. Are you going to be able to overcome that? And so I think all of that together with the community of people kind of reaching out and holding your hand along the way, I think what it really transformed with me is that I can trust other people to help me achieve the things that I want to achieve.